place. So as far as real estate goes, even though we have the stay-at-home mandate, we're still operating per usual. At least Melissa Dondalski Partners is 24/7 to support all of our clients and the general public for any questions. So I just want to give you guys some information in regards to what's happening with the market and real estate, because I have had so many people reach out to me because there's so much global, political, economic, and social uncertainty with what is happening right now. So I wanted to share that with you. So, like I mentioned, we in Illinois are mandated to be staying at home unless it's for essential items like going to the pharmacy, going to the doctor's office, getting groceries, things like that. And then also for essential businesses. If you have a job that's important to keeping the world going round, then you can still operate. But obviously with social distancing, everybody should take the necessary precautions. So in regards to what's happening, this is obviously going to affect our real estate market. We are experiencing a slowdown. I know that even before we were on this mandate, we received data that showings have gone down 25% from where they were already in the prior years. So from a personal level, I still have clients that I'm actively working with. It was even yesterday that I was supposed to be going on 3 property tours, because at the end of the day, real estate is an essential business because people need a place to live. And no matter what is going on in the world, people will always need a place to live. So we are obviously still taking every precaution possible. We now postponed those showings to wait after the 7th to see if, this mandate will be over by then. But how it's evolving in the total market right now in Chicago, and what App Properties is doing and what MDP is doing, is that we are trying to do things as virtually as possible. So as a listing broker, even with a lot of my listings already before this happened, we have live listing videos. I'm sure a lot of you have seen me on social media touting certain aspects of our properties and on YouTube. And then as well, professionally, we have videos that are done for our properties, as well as we have virtual tours. So you can go through the home. So people can do this from the safety and comfort of their home, as well as, for my clients, if the listings do not have those videos, brokers have been going above and beyond and either themselves recording a video or having their clients record a video to send to us as brokers so that we can forward to our clients so that we can keep everybody safe. So, in that respect, the real estate market has not flatlined. It's just that we are just changing the way that we do business. So I think this is going to be interesting to see what happens in the future with real estate and relying more heavily on technology, as I've continued to do over the years as we evolve and communicate more effectively. So I just want to let you guys know that this is from my business personally, and everybody else is different, but I've talked to many people, and I'm still negotiating deals. I still have things going under contract. We are getting ready to be ready. So from a listing side, things have definitely been postponed to getting things on the market, but we are still in the process of getting things ready to hit the market. And I have been absolutely swamped this week with calls from future sellers and future buyers and future renters and investors. So because we work with leasing, sales, investments, commercial. So we're a one-stop shop. So, even before this was happening, before we had the mandate to stay at home, I was still receiving tons of showing requests on my listings. It's until now that it's pretty much halted. So on the flip side, I'm not going to deny reality and paint a rosy picture. You know, I had a deal that canceled, unfortunately, due to this. Trying to keep another one of my deals together by changing some of the terms, and we're going to be seeing this with contracts. There's actually a COVID-19 addendum, so that if anything in the deals get postponed to coronavirus, that that will help either party not be at fault, right? This is just our new reality, and we're going to have to adjust to the times. So, you know, I have had some buyers that have decided to put their search on hold, sellers to put their search on hold, or to list and to put that on hold. And actually, many people have called me about refinancing, because as I'm sure you've seen in some of my posts that the Fed had dropped, you know, their rates to zero, which is big headlines for everybody. And, you know, a lot of people automatically think that that correlates to mortgage interest rates, but that's not necessarily true. I'm going to talk about that in another video so that I don't overwhelm you guys with information. I just wanted to give you a brief state of the market. But in regards to interest rates, at these times, you know, they are at 50-year lows. You know, they're historically low. And so that you can understand why I've had so many buyers and investors reach out to me that have been kind of sitting on the fence is, you know, until this week, rates were in the low threes, right? I've seen some go to 4% for a standard 30-year conventional loan. You know, this is determined for each individual. So contact a lender, mortgage professional to talk more about it and all the different programs they have available. But just so you understand why everyone's getting so excited about buying is because a 1% decrease in interest rates increases how much you can afford by 11%. Those are big, big numbers. So right now is a good time for upgrade buyers, for first-time home buyers, and even investors who are realizing, especially with what's happening with markets, that they need to diversify their portfolios by having a tangible asset, which is real estate. I'm actually recording live from my home as I continue to work from home, and my home is actually an investment property as well. I own a building, so I live in one of the units and rent out the other two. So, you know, I'm happy to talk to you about that more in depth, but, you know, you can utilize your 401k and your IRA so that you don't have to bring extra cash. You can actually utilize what you already have. So for me, you know, with my portfolio, I absolutely invest in the markets, but I like diversity. And, you know, Warren Buffett's mentality is invest in what you know. And I know real estate, so that's why I feel comfortable with it. And I just like having something, like I mentioned, tangible, as I've lived through the recession and have seen some assets disappear, and, you know, some things are for the long haul, and the same is with real estate. So, you know, the reason now is also a good time is that people are becoming more negotiable just due to all the uncertainty in the world in regards to real estate prices. And also, simultaneously, sellers may get a better price now for their properties than down the road. And we have to wait to see what happens with coronavirus, but ultimately we will recover. You know, just to show you the strength in our market, at the beginning of this year, we saw in January that new home sales had increased 18.6% nationally since last year, and that new home inventory fell 6.6% since last year. So simple economics would show that that does push prices upwards. But like I mentioned, conversely, due to the low interest rates, the affordability is there. So on a monthly payment standpoint, if these prices do decline, but interest rates rise, you're essentially going to be at the same monthly payment or potentially more. So in regards to the market and economics, I studied business in school, but I am not an economist. However, I do get information from reliable sources, and a esteemed financial planner at Merrill Lynch gave me this information. So for the past 10 times since 1948 that our S&P 500 dropped more than 8% consecutively, 6 days in a row, the following year, in the next 12 months, it went up 20%, 10 times. So 10 out of 10 times, going through wars, going through recessions, we have recovered and we will recover. And what is being projected is a V. From economics classes, people may remember something more of this kind of curved cycle of how the economy works, but just due to what's happening with the pandemic, we're experiencing a very quick decline in the market. So far with our GDP, we've gone down 12%. China has gone down 34%, but still economists are planning for their GDP to be a positive 2% overall at the end of the year. So I know that everyone is scared and there's a lot of uncertainty at this time, but Warren Buffett said, buy when everyone else is selling and sell when everyone else is buying. And sometimes at these unfortunate times, it's been opportunities for others. So it just depends on how you look at things. But at the end of the day, my role is to be an advisor, and so is my teams, and we're here to support you for whatever you need. So we're leveraging our use of technology. Our partners are continuously working to aid you, and so is our brokerage at Properties. So please reach out if there's anything that you need. Please stay strong, stay healthy, and stay positive. And I look forward to connecting with you all soon. I hope this was helpful. Everybody have a great day.